Hey guys, Van Slam here, and I'm going to do a review of the KLR650. Hope you enjoy it. Hey guys, it's me Van Slam, and we're going to do a review of the Kawasaki KLR650. Right now I'm hooking up my electric vest to the bike, right there. So we should warm up shortly. It's not too bad outside, just to keep the frost off, I guess, a little bit. Let's see, okay. So this is a single cylinder Kawasaki 650. I've had it dynoed, and it gets almost 40 miles, 40 horsepower. That's it, 40, whoops, where's my peg? It's 40 horsepower. You sit pretty much straight up. You sit pretty much straight up on this bike. It's not a bad position, it's not a, I mean, it's a good position, it's a comfortable position. You can ride for a long time on it. And, decent bike. Now I'm riding with a TPI comfort seat, which is a little bit wider, flatter saddle, so my feet touch the ground pretty easily, and I'm about 5'11". It's a pretty fun bike. I guess as many of you guys who own KLR 650s will know that if you're riding on a cold day and your temperature gauge never goes that much past C. Well, I've got a thermal bob in this baby, and it actually works. I mean, it keeps it about 1/3, 1/2, depending on how cold it is outside. So that's pretty cool. It's a 5-speed. No problem finding gears with the KLR 650. Tall bike. As far as handling goes, it's pretty nimble. Just over 400 pounds, which is, 500 pounds less, 500 more pounds actually less than my Harley. So it's less work for me to ride this bike, which which is kind of fun. I really enjoy that. Mirrors actually work. The mirrors on this bike are pretty cool. Brakes are decent. I got this bike just as a kick-around bike, just to go local places. Maybe you could do a little off-roading. Yeah. As far as power goes, it has power. It has enough power. If this car ever moved out the way, it'd be great. It's a tractor. That's what I call it. I call it lovingly my tractor. It's got to sound like a tractor, and that's with the exhaust. I mean, I have a Two Brothers exhaust on this thing, and it's loud. It was droning. It gave me a headache. I put the quiet tip on, and it's a lot better. I mean, it's a lot quieter than it was before. And people say, well, we can hear you coming and stuff like that, and that's fine with me. I don't want to hear people coming. I don't want to have a headache every time I ride the bike. So if you get a Two Brothers exhaust, which means you're going to be doing some jetting and maybe doing the airbox mod, like I said, which this bike has, and in the beginning of the video I went through what the summaries was, or maybe I'll do it in the end of the video, so you find exactly what the bike has. It definitely gives some power to the bike, and it's a good cost mod, I guess. I don't know. It depends what you want to do with the bike. You know me, I'm always tinkering with my bikes. I'm a tinkerer when it comes to bikes, so I like to tinkle. I don't want to tinkle on my bike. I like to tinker with my bike. So handling on the bike, I want to say is neutral. Neutral plus. I mean, it's not all inspiring super sport riding, but it's secure. I mean, I've always felt secure in riding the bike. The Anarchy tires are great. A lot better than the tires the bike came with. There you go. Oh, can't torque out of turns. If you're in the wrong gear, on this bike, you have to shift down. It doesn't have enough power to do anything with that. These hand guards, by the way, these hand guards right here, awesome. Well, let me just downshift here a bit. The hand guards are pretty cool. They keep your those hand guards keep your hands warm. I mean, it's got to be like oh, see, there goes the temperature gauge, as you can see. See how the temperature gauge is? I think that's temperature gauge there. The hand guard keeps your hands really warm. And there's something else I want to say about this shifting on this bike. It's kind of like second nature. I know, it's smooth shifting. That's one thing really nice about this bike. From the very first day I had it, I was riding it, and depending on what boots you're wearing, right? I'm wearing like construction boots, or forging boots, shall we say. But anyway, they're big, right? I put my foot there underneath the shifter, or top of the shifter, and just tap it, and it changes gears. It's perfect. You know, I find myself stomping on the Harley and other bikes. I'm making deliberate shifts. On this bike, it's not that big a deal. I mean, it's I don't even have to think about it. You know, put my foot in position, pull the clutch, click, it's done. You know, awesome. So Kawasaki did a good job. So I've got the double bubble zero gravity windscreen that kind of like it pushes the air right over my head. I'm, like I said, a 5'11", 6 foot. It goes right over my head. I get no wind baffling or buffeting. Pretty cool. I'm in top gear, fifth gear, 3,500, 52 miles an hour, I guess, something like that. Not bad. I'm pretty impressed with this bike. This is a really nice bike. I'm gonna hate to sell it. So otherwise, let's see. I'm trying to think about what else does this bike do well. I mean, it does everything. So far, it does everything well. I mean, to me, it's a great scooter. It's a big scooter, but it's a great scooter. I mean, it does everything you need a bike to do. Now, if you're a first-time rider and you're thinking about getting a KLR650, get one. I mean, it's not overly fast. It's not overly aggressive. It's easy handling. I mean, really easy handling. I mean, I can stop this bike and hold it up without moving forward. That's how balanced it is. It's balanced. It's easy to maneuver. It's easy to fix. It's easy to work on. There's tons and tons of information on this bike on the internet. Tons and tons of third-party and OEM parts for this bike. So I'd advise, this is a great first bike. Actually, you buy this bike, you keep it forever, and you get your second or third bike, because you're going to want to ride this thing, you know, all the time. I mean, sport bikes are nice, but you're cramped over. I mean, if you got to go long distances and you don't have the Harley Barker Lounger, Electric Glide, yeah. See? You see how balanced that bike is? I just stood it up there, going nowhere, no speed at all. Just stood it up, and it just stays there. It doesn't tilt over. Anyway, so this is a great bike to have for a first-time rider. It's pretty nifty. It does everything you want. Great gas mileage. I mean, I'm getting over 50 miles to a gallon on this thing, and I'm beating on it. Well, you know me, beating. I'm in the high revs, RPM range. I really don't beat on my bikes, but it's a great bike. I mean, it's a good. Now that I think about it, it's a good beginner's bike. It's better than one of those crotch rockets or something like that. I'll tell you that much. Because you can really do a lot more with this bike. You can really go a lot more places and do a lot more things. And I'd say get this thing. Now, and it's inexpensive. It's easy to fix. If you drop it or break something, it's easy to fix. I mean, I'd advise you to get these bars. I mean, I've got the GV bars on. I think SW Motec sells bars. What else? Somebody else sells bars. I forgot who they are. But anyway, everybody sells bars for these bikes. The plastics, they say they're very temperamental, and I mean, they're very sensitive, and they'll break, they'll snap. Get the bars. I mean, the bars, it just gives you that level of safety. And if you drop the bike, you know, you're all right. You don't care. You get nervous about dropping the bike, and you drop the bike anyway. You're worried about how you ride and you drop the bike. I wouldn't worry about any of that stuff. I'd get the KLR650, get these bars, Save your plastics and you're good to go. If you want to get into supermoto and you want to get into tricks, I mean, you could probably do it on this bike. Yeah, so it's a cheap bike, and it's a cheap bike to maintain, easy bike to maintain. You get the climber manual. I've got that at home, and it tells you everything to do. I mean, the hardest thing about this bike, and trust me, it's not that hard, is doing the valve clearance. But you got to do that like every 5,000 miles or so. That's the hardest thing. That's where you got to take everything off. And by the way, most of the things you do with this bike, you got to take the seat off, the panels off, and the gas tank off. It takes you about 2 minutes. It's not a big deal. And like I said, the KLRs been coming out. I think they first came KLR650, 600, then the 650 and the Gen 1s and then the Gen 2s. So this bike has been out for, I don't know, 20, 40, maybe 100 years. But it's, I mean, just that longevity in itself is amazing. And the bike doesn't get upgraded every year. I mean, I think the difference between the 2009 and the 2013 is the paint job colors you get. Yeah, outstanding. And the gas gauge on this bike is freaking amazing. There is none. You just see that tripometer there? Yeah, you ride that tripometer till about 250 miles. Yeah, 250 miles. How sick is that? 250 miles, and you fill up, and you probably put in maybe 4.5 gallons of gas out of a 6-gallon gas tank. Or you just ride it until it stops riding, and then you put it on reserve. Remember that, old guys? You push the what is it, fuel petticock forward, and it goes on reserve, and then you ride it for another 30 miles to the gas station. How freaking awesome is that? Anyway, so as you can see, the KLR is a really, I'm impressed with it. You know, the more I ride it, the more I like the bike. I may not sell it, but the more I ride it, the more I like it. It's just a putt-putt machine. It's a tractor. You know, it's a John Deere. Sorry guys who work for John Deere. I don't mean to compare a John Deere tractor to a Japanese Kawasaki motorcycle, but it's kind of like that. You know, it's something that it's just gonna keep going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. That's it. A cross between a John Deere tractor and an Energizer Bunny. It's gonna keep going. That thumper engine is gonna go and go. Awesome. And it uses regular gas. How awesome is that? I'm excited about that because all my bikes lately have been using premium gas. And my Harley, since it got the racing engine in it, has to use premium gas. And the best thing is, it uses, I think I get maybe high 20s out of it, high 20 miles an hour. 20 miles per gallon out of a Harley. 2-cylinder, 120R, of course. Over 125 horsepower, but. So, there you go. This is the KLR650 ride. As I said, I really do. I mean, the more I ride it, the more fun it is. It really is. I mean, it doesn't. You're not going to be doing any speed racer stuff with this stuff, but it's awesome bike, man. It's just a nice scooter, nice easy ride scooter, you know? That's what it is. It's my easy ride tractor scooter. Well, guys, that's my review of the KLR650. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Hey guys, here's the newest test vehicle we'll be riding today. This is my 2009 KLR650, new to me. Just wanted to go over what it has real quick. It has a GV bars on it. It has the Two Brothers exhaust with a quiet tip. The carburetor has the dyno jet kit put in it. It has a Wattman thermal bob, Michelin Anarchy tires, a TPI LED tail light, a TPI flat comfort seat, balancer chain doohickey upgrade, rear axle clip, a uni air filter, air mod box, magnetic drain plug, Top Gun Chainmaster, Chico charger adapter, which you see hooked up right there, an NGK Iridium spark plug, an AMG battery, a Cortec bag, tail bag that is, MSR shift lever, zero gravity double bubble smoke screen, 650 KLR storage bag, which is not on there, but it's, you know, I've got to put it on the side, and a 650. I also got the bike cover for it. So today what we're going to do is just going to go off for a ride on the bike, see how it feels, just talk about it a little bit, talk about what that thumper engine is all about. Bike does it probably about 50 miles to a gallon, 6-gallon gas tank, I think. But it's a fun bike, so we're just going to talk about it a little bit as we go for a ride, and talk about and ride the KLR650. See you in a bit.